Hi, my name is Yemi Adeshina. One funny, interesting thing about myself is I say to people I was a Muslim for 2 weeks. I went to the mosque, I did the full thing, but only for 2 weeks. And you might wonder why it was only for 2 weeks. I came from a Christian background. I was born in a Christian home. And at the age of 21 or thereabouts, I grew up in South London. And around that time, we had a lot of the gang culture, a lot of the Brixton gang culture went towards the Islam route. A lot of the older lots became Muslim. And I felt pressured to become a Muslim, but that was not because I felt to pressure. It was more because a lot of my friends were asking me questions I didn't have answers for. I remember one of my friends saying to me, Jesus never claimed to be God. And he kept throwing so many questions at me. And I went to the church and I asked my pastor these questions. And my pastor didn't have the answers to it. I remember a Tuesday evening service, it was a Bible study. And straight after my pastor at the time had preached, he said, does anybody have a question? And I raised up my hand and I said, did Jesus claim to be God? And he started to waffle, like literally waffle. And I was like, what are you talking about? Like, this is like, what am I supposed to do with this information? And then I also gave quite a few other questions, which I've probably forgotten now. But I remember walking away from that service feeling, if this is what Christianity holds, then Christianity is not true. So I went back to my friends and he showed me, he gave me a Qu'ran and I started to read the Qu'ran. I was a bit uncomfortable with it, but then I realized that this was actually some militant stuff. Like this was some real stuff. And then when I look at all my friends, like we were like in a quote unquote gang, but a majority of them became Muslims and the way they dress, coming like an army, they look good. I was like, yeah, I want to be part of this. I want to be part of this culture. But I struggled because I knew deep down inside that there were answers to these questions that I had, but I couldn't answer them. So I went online and started to type some of these questions up, and I found the answers to them. And one of the things I learned through this journey is the fact that if you're asking questions about your faith and there's things about your faith that you don't understand or you don't know, it's good to search and find the answers for it rather than making a drastic decision and going down the other route or choosing not to be a Christian anymore because you couldn't find the answers or you're not satisfied with the answers you pose. There is always answers to your questions. And if there isn't an answer, a particular answer to your question, ask God to give you an answer. And that's what I started to do. And in one way or the other, not that God is going to come down to your bedroom and be like, yo, I'm God, this is the answer to your questions. No, he would find a way to give you answers to your questions.